Hello guys, welcome to this mini video tutorial on how to use the app SwipeOption. SwipeOption, just a little reminder, it's the app where we're gonna be receiving the trading ideas for our binary option trading from the experts slash educators. Okay, SwipeOption in this little package of apps that I have right here, it's gonna be the one on the top left. SwipeOption. Okay, and it's pretty simple to use. Once you have it downloaded, the first thing that you're gonna see, it's basically the main screen where you're gonna put the username and the password that you created whenever you were making your enrolling to the company. Okay, it's the same username and the same password. Okay, and once you put that in, the first thing that you're gonna see is basically this screen that I'm looking at right now. Now, I know that most of the trading ideas, or basically all of them, that you're gonna be receiving in this app are gonna be in Spanish. But if you um, if you sign up to this company through me or through any of my team members, then if they haven't sent it to you, make sure they send you the little I call it cheat sheet where I created basically the translation from the Spanish words to the English. That way you can understand the the trading ideas that you're gonna be receiving in this app. Like I said, most of them are gonna be in Spanish, or all of them basically. And if you have, like I say, if you enrolled through me or through any of my team members, they for sure must have, given you the little text with the translations. That way you don't have any trouble understanding the ideas. Now, moving on from there, the first thing, like I said, they're gonna see is basically all of these trading ideas. Right now, we have a trading idea on the UAD, CAD, which is the Australian dollar, and the Canadian dollar. We also have another one on the same one. We have one on the United States dollar and the Japanese yen. You have the euro and the Japanese yen, USD CAD, and now, um, the first thing that basically this is a tip. The first thing that I recommend to everybody is that whenever you join, or whenever you open the app, let's say you receive a trading idea right now. If you open the app, the trading idea that it was just sent, like let's say moments ago, is the first one that you're gonna see on the screen. So once you click on that notification, like I said, you're gonna be sent to this app, and the first one that it comes in the app is the one that it was just sent minutes ago, for example, right? But let's say for some reason you didn't see a notification coming in, and you check your phone, it says, oh, trading idea alert, but it was 5 minutes ago. So how do you know if the trading idea it's still available for you to use? Well, you can either look at the time right there where it says UAD CAD, and then it says put, which is a bajista idea, or basically a sell idea, and then it tells you the date when it was sent, the time. Or to make it easier, you can go and look all the way down on the bottom left. You have a little search button that if you click on it, it's gonna tell you on the left side which are basically the symbols or the pair of currencies of the trading idea that basically was sent minutes ago, for example. And you also gonna have the time where it was sent, and on the right side you're gonna be able to see the status of the idea. For example, let's say somebody just sent an idea, an expert, an educator, and you come into the app and you press on the search button, and on the right side, since it was just sent, that idea is going to be active. Okay, it's going to be active, and that means that you could still possibly join the idea. If the operation it's over and it happened, there's somebody checking the operations like someone always looking at what is being sent to the app. I guess a regulator or something like that. You're gonna be checking the market and seeing if the operation, it actually happened or whatnot. So let's say, for example, in this first operation, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, that idea was discarded by the expert. Why? Why it gets discarded? Well, it may get discarded for the reason that the operation probably did the break or the move that they were expecting before it reached the point, the entry zone, or they saw something in the market that they didn't like and they decided to better be safe than sorry. So that's one reason, why they can discard the ideas. And also you can see that there's one that actually reached the entry zone and it was lost, like the USD JPY. Or you also have one that it was actually won, that it reached the entry zone and he made the move that or the movement that the expert wanted to do, or wanted to not wanted to do, but like he was expecting or she was expecting. And that one wasn't between the euro and the Japanese yen. But like I said, this is where you can see which trading ideas are available and which ones are basically discarded or which one already happened, so you don't get confused. Now, the tip that I wanted to give you is that I personally, whenever I use this app, I only use it when operations are sent like in the moment. Let's say I'm chilling, my computer is on, and I have the broker open and everything, and I receive a trading idea on the phone. I open it, and then in my broker, I type it in, I look for it, and then I just wait. That's how I do. That's how I use it. Whenever the operation is brand new, that's when I use it. Why? Because like I said, I don't have to look at the time. I don't have to be looking at the trading chart to see if it already hit the point or the entry zone, or if I'm late or too early. So I don't have to deal with all that. I only use it whenever the operation is basically brand new. Like let's say I get a notification right now. Like I said, I'm looking at it from the very beginning that it was sent. And why I say this is because sometimes the operations, just like they can take 30 seconds to 5 minutes after the operation was sent to the app, that it can happen, or also it could happen many more minutes later, like 10, 15, 20, or 30 plus minutes later. So that's why, like I said, whenever I receive the operation on the app, I make sure to myself just to enter the operations that I'm able to enter from the very beginning, since they were sent to the app. Like I said, I don't want to, like I said, what if you enter the operation that it was sent, like let's say 5 minutes ago, and it already reached the point or the entry zone, and it's already happening, and then possibly it reached the point again, but you didn't know because, like I said, you enter a little bit later, after the notification was sent, and then it goes the whole other way, and you lose the operation. And because whenever the operation is gonna be won, basically, it's like whenever it reaches the point, and then it goes the other way to make sure that the market wins the operation. So sometimes whenever it retouches the entry zone like a second time, most of the time, the operation is lost. But like I said, my personal tip, just do the operations, not the ones that are always like the ones that show that are active, but the ones that you just receive in the moment and you opened it and you're there since the very first moment that they send the operation. Okay. Now, also, like I said, if you join through me or through any of my team members, like I said, if you don't have this chart where I have the translation of the words that are going to be used here in the trading idea, just make sure you ask for them, because you're going to be using it while you kind of get to understand the words. But let's say that we just received this operation for the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. We're gonna click on the new idea, and you're gonna enter, and the first thing you're gonna see, of course, is a pair of currencies that are gonna be in play for this operation, and then it's gonna give you the order type, which is a put or a sell or a movement that is expected to go down. It's gonna tell you that they're looking at the candles in the 1 minute time frame. The operation is gonna last 5 minutes. The potential entry zone 1 is gonna be 825. Potential entry zone number 2 is 830. If you still don't know what are the entry zones, make sure that you check out the video where I teach you how to read the operations and put them in the broker for you to enter the operation, which is the video on how to use Tron options. Okay. Also, in the notes, the teacher is gonna give you what he's expecting, which is a put, which is a idea bajista, which is a put or a movement that he's expecting to go down. And then you also gonna have a screenshot of the market that the teacher, in this case, Eliam Herrera, sent for you to look at how the market looks right now. So right now, the operation is on the entry zone of 0.88799. That's where the market it was at that moment. And then he's expecting for the market to go up again to the blue line, so you can see, to the first entry zone, which is 825, which is the last 3 digits that you can see on the right side, or in between, 825 or 830, okay, on the blue lines. So this teacher, he's expecting for the market to go from 799 all the way to 825, or in between 825 and 830, to do the 5-minute move to the put again, to go down again, reach the point, go up, and then go down again. That's the movement that this educator is looking for in this operation. Okay, once you know the parameters and the entry zones, now you can, of course, go to your broker and wait for the operation to happen. Now, sometimes, like I said, they discard the operations. So most of the times you're going to receive a notification that says that there's a notification in SwipeOption, like other messages. That's what it's going to say. And it's going to be on the bottom. You have 5 symbols. It's going to be the second one from right to left. And you're going to click on there. And then it gives you 2 options. It says SwipeOption updates and results, and SwipeOption chat room. And the chat room basically is just about teachers telling you, hey, we're going to be on this channel, in the next 15 minutes, or we're going to be, in this channel in 20 minutes, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But in the other one, it says SwipeOption updates and results. This is where teachers are going to be telling you, hey, I just send the operation, but let's discard, let's say UAD CAD. Okay, for example, let's say, all right, the last thing that I sent, it was January 15, and the teacher Eliam Herrera, I know so because he put the little bolt, on the message. I mean, that's him. He say Australian dollar versus Swiss franc. It's discarded because it reached the entry zone just whenever I send the idea to the app. But whoever took it, it was a 1. So that means that he discarded the operation. But like I said, because whenever he reached the point, whenever the operation reached the app, like whenever you receive the notification, that means that at that exact time, that's when you reach the entry zone. And that's what I was telling you guys, that I only enter operations that I just received because, like I said, these are movements that it can happen in the next 30 seconds whenever you get them on the app, or it could take at least a few minutes. But like I said, you never know. So that's why I'm telling you, as soon as you receive it, if you're available and you have it there, try and go for it. But like I said, sometimes the operations happen so quick that it doesn't give you a chance to enter the operation sometimes. Okay. You can also see that they discarded another operation. It says somebody, it's an operation between the euro and the Japanese yen, and they said let's wait for the 5 minute candle and then wait for the entry zone to take the idea. That means that let's say it's 8:48 p.m. for example, or that time. Let's use the time that it's on the app. It says euro Japanese yen. On the right side, you can see that is January 12th at 5 p.m. with 1 minute. He said wait for the 5 minute candle. That means that he's waiting for the candle at 5 p.m. with 5 minutes. He said whenever it reaches, whenever the time comes to 5 p.m. 5 minutes, we're gonna enter the operation at that time. That was basically what he said. But like I said, you can go up and they want to tell you, hey, discard this operation, discard this one, or wait for this one. And like I said, this is very important for you to check. Sometimes, let's say you're inside an operation, you're waiting, and you see that there's a message in the app. Then make sure that you check that message. That way, if they discarded the operation that you're looking at right now, at least you know and you are informed, so you don't have to be waiting there for no reason or enter the operation and then basically losing because they discarded the operation. Okay, but I think this is pretty much it on how to use the SwipeOption app. I think it was pretty well explained. If you do have any questions or something that you didn't understand, make sure that you reach out to me. If you enter to the company through me or to any of the team members, and we'll make sure to give you the help that you need. But of course, this is it for right now. Thank you so much for watching.